Ladies and gentlemen, real late, Hot 97. My name's Peter Rosenberg. 2-2.
The blicky.
22 G's in the building. How are you?
I'm trying to get my mixtape out.
Do you consider yourself officially 22 or 22?
22 G's.
At all times?
At
you
all
don't
times.
recognize 22. Someone yells
Of
22
course.
on the street, you don't
Of
even
course,
turn around.
of course. I love 22 G's. I love 22 G's too. That's myself.
But 22 G's is here. And where exactly are you from?
Flatbush, Brooklyn.
The Flatbush. And you've been on the grind for a minute.
Definitely.
And now you have the official Kodak Black cosign. Is that
Surely.
correct?
Shout out to my sniper.
Got some records together, a heater that we're playing a little bit. But first of all, you've been through a lot. 4 years ago, you had a situation. You were acquitted for it wasn't a murder charge. It was second degree. So, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was
Something like that.
Yeah,
it was an intense charge, but you were acquitted of that, and that's a few years behind you now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And so what happened after that situation, which I'm sure was intense? Did it give you any extra focus, any extra motivation to be like, yo, I gotta figure out how to get serious about this music thing?
Definitely did. Sitting in jail, you ain't got nothing but time to think.
How long did you sit there before you were able to get out?
6 months.
So still a full 6 months, even though you were acquitted. You waiting trial, 6 months.
That's a fact.
That's a long time.
Hell yeah.
I know it's considered light to people who've done life, but for a regular person who's never been in jail, 6 months must have been a lot.
It's with murder, it's a lot of you don't really know it's the end of this shit, so it's like, damn.
See, that's an interesting thing. So every day you got up during those 6 months, did you think about the future in terms of I could be here forever? Or did you try to just say, let me just live today and see what happens tomorrow?
Yeah, it was more on some day by day, trying to just make it through. I ain't trying to stress myself out too much, go crazy or nothing, you feel me? Just trying to...
That's deep shit, bro. Because when you really think about it,
Yeah.
Shawnee, we talk about this every day. If you don't know what your future holds, right?
Yeah.
You know you have no, you didn't know you had 6 months.
Nah,
because you don't even know when the trial's gonna start.
Right.
So you don't know when the trial's gonna start.
Yeah.
All you know is every day you wake up in jail. Where in Florida too, right?
Yeah, Dade County.
So did you have a lot of people down there you knew or not?
Shout out to my 305 homies that was fucking with me, you feel me?
So you made some friends.
Yeah, I made
fortunately.
some friends and shit.
So, but
all my G's and shit, all the real, the blicky, Shout out to Dade County, that's a
so
fact.
people held you down and you were able to make connections.
Yeah.
But still, to wake up every day and not, I find it very challenging in life when you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
You could start living in the future.
That's a fact.
And if you started sitting there thinking about the trial, and you're like, if I lose the trial, this is the rest of my life. That could make you lose your mind.
Not really. That's what come with it. But it's just knowing that it's gonna hurt you. But that's what come with it, bro. To be honest with you, you feel me?
But see,
No?
I think people like yourself, and I've watched interviews with you before, don't give yourself enough credit
Yeah.
for the mental that it takes to get through that every day. Because not knowing, for example, if someone's having a job problem and they think they might lose their job in 3 months, but they don't know if they're gonna lose their job. We have a tendency to wake up every day being like, yo, I might lose my job, when really the approach should be get up, live that day,
Yeah.
live the next day. But that's hard, man. So I'm just saying credit to you for getting through that.
Good looks.
And did you think about music a lot during that time too?
I thought about it on some, I'm gonna take it serious now, because I just played around with this shit before. I never took it serious. You feel me? And back to that, I'm gonna say, when you in jail, it's different, because, no matter what, you're gonna be in jail. So, stressed out or not, you still in jail, bro. So,
Right.
it don't even make no sense to stress yourself out like that.
It's gonna be your situation anyway.
Anyway. Feel me?
So did you write? Did you write a lot while you were in there or no?
To be honest, I ain't write shit.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do with your time?
I ate a lot. Shit, I was on the phone a lot. Actually read books, believe it or not.
What was your favorite book that you read?
I'm gonna tell you right now. The cartels. Feel me? Just all the
Crime
cartels.
book?
One,
it was
two,
about all
three,
the cartels,
four,
the big
fives.
one, like the
Yeah,
big
it's-
cartels.
It's like five books.
Wow. And where did you go to high school?
I went to high school in East New York, Transit Tech.
Transit Tech. And did
Yeah.
you always think that you wanted to be an artist? Did you think you were going to be in the street? What did you think you were going to do?
I never thought I'd be an artist. You feel me? And I never thought I'd be in the streets either, to be honest. I was a calm kid. I grew up playing basketball and shit. You know, just started smoking weed. That started it all up.
See, that's the thing we sometimes have to be honest about. Because everyone loves weed. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to shoot down weed. But I will tell you, in a lot of stories, when you hear the good kid who was just working on stuff, sometimes, I'm just sorry, I hate to be a square, but if I'm being honest, and I've smoked my share of weed, but to be honest, sometimes once you start getting in that I'm chilling and smoking, it can knock you off of the things that you were originally pursuing.
Hell
So
yeah.
you started kicking it with the homies instead.
Definitely. That weed gets you lazy as hell, son.
And so you lose the focus on basketball?
I'm s-
Like,
I
was
wore them out. To everybody else I did. To me, I ain't see nothing wrong with this shit.
you like,
you feel
I'm
me?
good, I'm high during the games, but I'm good.
That's a fact.
A lot of people say they play better high. I've never understood that. I could not play a game of
I
basketball
mean,
high.
shit, you fuck around and probably think you playing better than you actually are. But
That's probably the
that
problem with
shit,
it.
like,
So
it make you way more tired, though.
that's what I'm saying. So did you think that when you said you were just playing basketball and you were just a kid, you didn't think about the streets, what did you think you'd be when you grew up? Like, did you have any other aspirations?
I mean, I never thought I'd be a rapper. Feel me?
Did you think about being a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher or anything like that, or you just didn't know?
What I wanted to be was probably shit. To be honest, I thought I'd have had a regular life, like, just get a job, take care of my peoples, probably stack my bread up, buy a crib, move out. Feel me? Nothing too crazy like rapping or going to the NBA. I knew it was over for that.
Right, that wasn't happening. You weren't that good.
That's a fact.
So when you caught your charge, you were in Florida, correct? How long had you been? Were you down there visiting? Was that a place you spent a lot of time?
Yeah, I went out there for a little vacation. I had a show. I had Coast to Coast Live in Miami.
Okay, so you were already getting started,
Yeah.
but you were young. You were 17, right? Something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
18, 19.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you had a show.
Yeah.
And you went down there and things happened, and then you end up spending way longer in Florida. Now, does that make you like to go back to Florida because you have people down there, or does it make you want to stay out of Florida?
Nah, I fuck with Florida, you feel me? I go back, turn up South Beach. Feel me? Why not?
So you don't have any negative feelings about it.
Hell no.
Now, what do you think about what's going on in New York right now, man? It seems like there's a little bit of another renaissance. I feel like we're having another little run right now of new artists. You
Yeah.
think it's a good spot in New York? You feel connected with any of the other artists in New York?
Definitely. Not too much though, but I fuck with the New York artists, you feel me?
Do you have any other artists in New York that you collaborate with?
Yeah, you know the Blickies, Nas Blicky, Nick Blicky, Leaky Bands. You feel me?
It's been a bummer. I've been talking to a bunch of different artists. We had the G4 boys up here yesterday, and we were talking to them about the fact that these days it seems like artists come up in New York and then they have a hit and something happens and they disappear. I mean, we've seen it now. It feels like time and time again. Artists start to really move and then something happens and they get thrown off the path, or maybe they were off the path from the beginning. You're sort of in an interesting situation because you've already had drama in your life before your career.
That's a fact.
So that can I wonder if that can help give you guidance to stay on top once you start making this noise now that the buzz is picking up. Because to me, it's so important that as artists grow and start to do well, they stay around. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby
Yeah.
Shmurda, shout out to Shmurda, Rowdy Rebel and all those guys, they had such a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And the opportunity got lost. So it's as the result of that has been, to me, New York has taken a bit of an L because when we have big artists, they end up disappearing for whatever reason.
That's New York City for you though. You know, the New York City Police Department, they just crazy, man.
And they do, unlike other cities, you know, the hip hop cops thing is real. Like there is a special attention paid to rappers. So like if you're a rapper and they know that you're connected to the streets in any way, forget about it. The target's on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it just requires that people move in a really strategic, smart way. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I guess I just say that as a warning sign because for me as now sort of an elder statesman, it sort of has been a bummer because I've watched kids come up, I get to meet them, feel like the momentum's there, and then they disappear. Do you feel like you're in a good place in your life to handle whatever successes come your way, stay on the path,
Yeah.
and make it in this game?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm staying away from all the bullshit. I don't got no plans of going to jail no time soon.
Bullshit free, 2019.
That's a fact.
What background are your parents from?
I'm Guyanese, full blown.
Full Guyanese.
Well, my mom's and my father is. I'm from America. You feel me?
All right, word up.
That's a fact.
Where'd the name 22Gs come from?
My nickname in the crib is Tutu, Tutu. I turned that to 22 in the streets type shit.
So do you tell people what your actual government, what's your government name?
Google me.
All right,
Word.
you said it. I'm picking up my phone. I'm gonna look at this right now. So that was just your nickname in the house.
Yeah.
Was Tutu, and then you made it the number
That's a fact.
22Gs. You cooled it up a little bit.
Definitely.
All right, so
Twirled it up, you know?
you have music out on Spotify right now and on all the streaming platforms, but you have more music coming.
Got a whole lot of music coming. I got a mixtape coming.
What's the mixtape?
The Blicky tape.
Okay.
Feel me? I ain't give out I didn't give out the name of the mixtape on the Drewski interview, but
Do you want to give it
because
now?
I ain't really have too much info on it. But now I got my shit going. Like I got hella songs.
Okay.
Feel me?
The
Like
Blicky
it's lit.
tape. It is the Blicky tape.
The Blicky tape.
Officially,
The Blicky.
And we have a date? We have everything?
I'ma say like late February.
Okay. And this is a mixtape project with original music.
Yeah, definitely. I got like 3 features on there as of right now.
Yeah. You want to give us any of the feature information or no?
I got Kodak, the Spin the Block,
Of course. Spin the Block's moving. Love that joint.
and I got my boy Nas Blicky and Nick Blicky as of right now.
Okay. And then do you have any plans past that? You're signed to Atlantic Records, so obviously you got a deal and all that. Any plans past the mixtape, or that's it?
Yeah, you know I'm going on tour with Kodak Black.
Fire.
Coming soon. You feel me?
So
Got
where'd
a whole
that-
lot coming soon. Like,
How'd the Kodak relationship begin?
you know, that's my sniper. Like, we just, you know.
Did he
But
reach
shout out to Orlando though. Shout out to Orlando Rosenberg from Atlantic.
Oh, shout out to Orlando for sure.
Yeah.
And so he made a connection.
Definitely.
And then things just worked out. Kodak, man, what an interesting artist who, like, on your record and on his album, he has a few joints, man. He really impressed me with how much he enjoys the old school up tempo rap. That's what I really enjoy from Kodak, is that he hits these flows.
Blicky to blicky.
How often do you guys connect?
A lot. That's the homie. You feel me? Fuck what I'm saying. Inspiration right there. Motivation.
And what are the biggest shows that you've done leading up till now? Because these are going to be bigger venues, I'm sure, than you've done in the past. Opening for Kodak's a big deal.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm rolling loud. Shout out to Kodak once again.
Oh, really? Yeah, of
Came
course.
out for rolling loud. I
What
did
was
my
that
thing.
like? That's a big crowd, bro.
Different. Definitely not like performing at the club or anything else. You feel me? Like stomach turning type shit.
Well, yeah, because when you perform at the club, you can sort of hide in the fact that it's a club situation. When you're out on a big stage in front of a ton of people, there's just nowhere to hide. Like, you are there performing for them.
Know the vibes.
And you're going to be in an interesting situation that I've watched 1,000 times of up-and-comers opening up for a big artist.
Yeah.
Because for artists, it's an amazing opportunity, but it's different too, because you're performing sometimes, the building's still filling up, cats are walking to their seats, they're talking to the next person, they're getting a drink. So you have an opportunity to win people over,
Finesse.
but it's not as if they're all captive to you in that exact moment. And I've watched this happen with some of the biggest artists in music today. Travis, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick did it for Drake. Mad People did it for Mac Miller, where you have all these people coming up. And so, like, there could be nights where you walk off stage, and if you're not in the right mindset, if you don't go into it knowing, half these people are not going to be paying attention to me. You have to know that walking out there.
Yeah.
Because your goal is not to rock it the way Kodak's going to rock it. That's Kodak's show.
Definitely.
Your job is to win over cats that are in the room. So the ones that are sitting
mean-
there, that's who you win.
I'm trying to rock that shit like my brother rock it, but shit.
But you do. But what I'm saying is that hopefully
Yeah.
you do. And sometimes by the end of the night, you'll be like, yo, I had the whole room.
That's a
but
fact.
some nights, if you can't get all that room,
Yeah.
you focus on the people you do have.
Yeah.
Because those people are gonna be like, yo, I saw him early on when he was opening up for Kodak Black, and those become fans for life.
That's a fact.
So I just tell you that story because from hosting a lot of shows, I've watched artists walk off stage kind of like shrugging, like, damn. And I'm like, well, bro, listen, they're here to see the big bro.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you just win over one by one. And then every once in a while, you catch that night where you just had everybody.
And shit got lit.
Shit got lit. Or, if Spin the Block continues to take off, every time you hit that record, you always have that. But it's a grind. Sorry, I just had to give you the old man advice. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting in the seat for a minute now.
Good looking.
Of course. Listen, man, I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to see more artists out of Brooklyn. What else do you enjoy doing with your time? What else brings you joy in your life besides music right now?
Smoking weed. I do that a lot,
There you go. It's a good hobby.
Being free, making sure everybody good, keeping myself happy, keeping everybody around me happy. That's it.
You do seem like you have a real zest for life and just being. Did that really come from those 6 months of not being free? That just being free on a day makes you appreciate life?
I mean, yeah, you could say that. Something like that. I've been appreciating life, though.
Really?
I mean, who don't? Shit. All I want to do is smoke weed, get money, fuck bitches, shit like that.
Rapper's dream.
You said rappers.
That's the rapper's dream. That's it. That's the
fact.
manifesto right there for the whole thing. 22 G's. The Blicky tape coming soon. Spin the Block with Kodak's out right now.
Streaming over 4 million streams right now on all platforms.
Boom. So it's moving.
That's a fact.
Yo, nice meeting you, man.
Same to you. Good looks, my nigga.
Brooklyn, stand up. 22 G's.
Blicky to blicky to blicky
It's
to
Real 8
blicky.
Hot 97. Throwback next.
Brooklyn.